Hello everybody, this is Stout Gaming, and welcome back to some more The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, something like that. I don't know, I'm close. But and welcome to the first video of 2018. I took a break for Christmas, and I decided that I would start off 2018 with this game, because it's the last series I did, and yeah. So for Christmas, I got a new mic, so if it sounds a little different, it's because I have a new mic. I'm really excited to see how stuff sounds with it. And okay, how does this work? Alright, I don't think I can turn the camera, but yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. And last time in the comments, someone said that I should use a keyboard and mouse. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and we'll see how that goes. Seems to just be a lot of walking at this point, but I'm sure something interesting will happen. North Road, okay. Is there a place I'm supposed to be going? That's the real question. I'm assuming there is a quest I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know where I'm going at all. So, let's just, start going somewhere. I think I chose the right place. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Sestia. Skara. I don't know. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Sierra, maybe? At the Bracer Guild over there then. Alright. I'm gonna... Ooh, okay, so weapons, food, other stuff, I guess? How do I get to the Bracers Guild? Maybe it's this way? Landing port? I don't think it's this way. We're gonna have to just figure out where it is. This music's pretty good, by the way. It sets the atmosphere very well. Reminds me of like the Zelda Ocarina of Time and things like that. Like this, the music fits really well. Nope, not chapel. What about here? Hotel? Nope. Alright. There's only a few more mayor's residence. Probably not that. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, okay. I don't know where it is though. It needs to do a little more handheld holding to find where you're supposed to go. I think I'm probably gonna have to go maybe this way? No, it's not the bar. Maybe here? I don't think it's this way either. Let's see. Training. Let's head over to the guild house on the South Avenue. Okay, South Avenue. Well, this way is south. Orbital Factory. How did it turn the camera? It turned my camera. General Goods. Armed. North is up, so this is South Avenue. What about over here? Fate. Good morning, Mr. Fate. Good morning, sir. How's your father, Cassius? Is he doing well? Yep, he's doing well, so it might even surprise you. I don't think there's anyone else his age who's in such good shape. Haha, is that so? My daughter's really wanted to see him, but he hasn't shown his face around here in a while. Could you give him a message for me? Tell him that Fate says he'd like to talk about the good old days, the old days sometimes. Sure, we'll tell him. Hey Joshua. How does Mr. Fate know Dad so well again? I know they're friends and all, but I've heard that they were battle buddies during their days in the Royal Army. Oh yeah, that's right. Cool. I guess I don't mind having to search for it for a while. I am finding some cool little tidbits of information from people, but it does bother me that I have no idea where this place is. Let's try the church. Just because. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. My, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, good morning. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. Okay, what about you? Father Divine, it's been a while since I last saw the both of you. I'm impressed to see you're visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning, Father Divine. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more than a few times during your Sunday school days, Estelle. So you have changed your attitude on life since you graduated. A bit, I guess. It looks like there's a little time before morning mass begins. How about I give you both a special sermon? No thanks. Why am I getting thrown into the mix here? Alright. I really need to know where I'm going. Whoa. The angle just keeps changing. Whoa. Hey. Okay. There must be a way to change what direction or something you're facing. That would only make sense. Okay. I really need to know where to go. I don't think it's the mayor's residence. I suppose it could be. But I highly doubt it. Busy cleaning. Okay. Yep. I don't think it's this way. Alright, we gotta head back to town. And we'll see what we can do. You can climb the clock tower, actually. I've pretty much gone every direction I can. I don't know where to go. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's this building. What are these people? Let's see here. It looks like my husband has gone to work. I better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of the shopping. No, this isn't it. I'm so lost. What about you? The weather's wonderful. Right. Ryan General Goods. Horrible Factory. Oh my gosh, it was the red building the whole time. Oh man. Okay, now I just feel stupid. Alright. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Anna? Wait, Anna. Good morning. Is Sarah? I'm just gonna go with Sarah. Is Sarah here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Here we go. Jeez, that's such a long name. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Sarah. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today, in every way I can think of to make sure that your high spirit attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Oh man. Joshua, Sarah's picking on me. Don't worry, Sarah. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose in everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice eventually, probably. I guess there's not much I can do except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all of your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Sarah, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you the brief rundown of all the information we covered in the previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. About orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz, or process septium, installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the orbital revolution. Okay, bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Alright, the Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, I think it's Liberal? I'm just gonna go with Liberal. In which we live, sits on the western half of the Cimmerian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar to support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it is contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of the orbital power airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Skip. Yeah, I accidentally clicked through it. Okay. One more. Okay, it's somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. And that would be all. Let's see, since we got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to practical portion of your training. Sarah? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if it were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at the desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing, but before that, there's something we need to give both of you. Anna, are you ready? Yes, they are. Alright, two of you, go get one for each of yourselves. Okay? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook. Bracer notebooks to serve as an official way to record the status of your current jobs. Yes, that's what we need. Quest log. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of all of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Alright, let's go do that. Okay, training. Pay 500 Mira. Awesome. Okay. Details on the job can be affirmed on the bulletin board, and okay. This is not really important for you guys. Okay, very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. There's a lot of text in this. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than someone to just with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart then, have you? You betcha. Well, before all the motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure you're on your best behavior. Okay, here we are. We're at the orbital factory. Here is where you will learn how to use the orbital factory's services. At an orbital factory, you can modify your orbaments and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and if mastered can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, leave everything to me. So what is it you would like to know about? Orbits. Orbits are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means lights, airship engines, and so on are all also types of orbits. However, the ones we were discussing today are battle orbits, which can enhance a user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbit is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and the lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that is the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened in an orbital factory like this, and it'll take about an amount of Cephalith too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also have a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what was it you would like to know about? I do not want to read any more of that. Alright. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all of your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some Cephalith. Okay. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case... excuse me. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally you would shop at a shop, you wouldn't be able to exchange stuff from Mira, but for this training you will not be able to use this service. Okay. Oh, okay, I have to go to Freddy. Talk. Modify trade. Slots. Estelle. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's quartz. We'll go with the water one. And I need a time one. So now I should be able to slot in Estelle. How do I... Okay, so now I should be able to go to Orbment. And then HP. Time quartz only. Action. Awesome. That should work, right? Oh, so you've been finished installing your quartz, have you? Since you have both recovery and attack arts set up, it appears that you won't need any more instruction from me about how to do this task. If you balance your arts out between each other like you have done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your Bracer's notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use certain arts, or which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your Bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have you open a new slot in your orbits. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you have. Since EP, which is consumed by arts, can have a max value increase by opening slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now I want you to use the Sepith and open a slot on each of your orbits. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Okay. Let's do this. Modify and trade. Slot. Estelle. All quartz okay. I don't think it really matters. Let's just do it. Open slot 2. Joshua. I don't have enough for yours. Orbments on her. Okay, I don't have any quartz for her. Hold on. Modify and trade. I can only do it for her. I see you managed to open one of your orbment slots, Estelle. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular elemental, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you both have been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you say the test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you that just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Well, oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little yes yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Mr. Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Alright, your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you learned up to this point. Understood. Huh? What's wrong, Estelle? Sarah? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as the sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was just a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital factory. Ah, I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in the classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why don't you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about you both of you try to at least look a little anxious. Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine what kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as both of you both saw on the bulletin board, this will be a search conducted in Roland Sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of the chest, which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let your guard down, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tier Bomb 3, Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about the monsters and the other opponents you meet. That's awesome. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in here. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of the battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Sarah. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped out and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Alright guys, I think I'm actually going to stop here. It's been a lot of reading and talking, so we'll begin the next episode with the sewers, finish the test, that kind of a thing. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.